There are two big warning signs of a rotator cuff tendon tear. The first one is pain when reaching up overhead. Now, this is a shoulder right here, and when you reach up overhead, this is the arm bone, you're going to add tension to the rotator cuff tendons, these white things right here. And if you have a tear and you add tension to the tear, it's going to set off some pain. The second sign is end range rotation pain. So when you turn your arm like this and like this, go in this direction and this direction, these are called external and internal rotation, you're also adding tension to the rotator cuff tendons, and so it's going to cause it to hurt. Very much like if you had a cut on your skin and you move the skin around the cut, it's going to make the cut hurt because you're adding tension to the skin. Now, there is a chance that you don't have a tear yet, despite you having pain with reaching up overhead and pain with one of the rotation motions or both. But if you have pain with those two signs, then you're either on the way to having a rotator cuff tendon tear, or you might have one already. The gold standard to identifying a rotator cuff tendon tear is surgical observation. That means that they have to go in and look at it, either open your skin completely and move all the muscles aside, which is the old-fashioned way. Now they have scopes, arthroscopic tools where they poke a little hole and they look inside to see what's going on. But a surgeon probably is never going to do that, just do a surgery just to confirm the test, because now they have MRI machines which can kind of tell what's going on too, but they do have some problems with being consistently accurate. They are decently accurate, but compared to the gold standard of looking at your tendon, they're not as accurate. If you have an MRI, there's a chance you can have what's called a false positive, meaning they found a rotator cuff tear that's positive, but it was false. It wasn't actually there. The MRI was wrong. Or you can also have a false negative, meaning there's no tear visible on the MRI. It's negative, but it was false. There actually is a tear. MRIs can offer a level of certainty for people, for those of you that suspect you might have a rotator cuff tear. But if you have this pain with reaching up overhead and pain with rotation, it's time for you to start working on fixing the root problem, whether you know you have a rotator cuff tear or not, whether you had a false negative potentially on an MRI. You need to make sure that you begin to address the problem, because your shoulder's telling you there's something wrong. Now, two other signs that you can pair with those two that I just gave you are pain at rest. If you have shoulder pain right up in here, about at the corner of your shoulder, at rest, you're just sitting around not doing anything, and it might go up if you're more active and then you go rest. You might have lingering pain that went up. That's part of it, because now you're resting, but you have lingering pain. That's not normal. Or if you have pain at night, that's the other sign. You're trying to get to bed, or you're in bed, you're asleep, and then you wake up because your shoulder starts to hurt because of the position you were lying in. Those two signs, along with pain with reaching up overhead and pain with rotation, make it very, very likely that you have a rotator cuff tendon tear, or you're about to have one. It is possible to heal naturally from a rotator cuff tendon tear, to get your function back in your shoulder to be able to use it normally and to not have pain like this. You need to make sure that you go through the right treatment that's focused on fixing the root problem of rotator cuff tendon tears. I've got lots of videos here on YouTube to help you with that. Go down into the description below here and you'll find a playlist called Rotator Cuff Tear Help. There's dozens of videos there to help you. And we've also got a program called the Rotator Cuff Tear Recovery Program. That's a comprehensive program to guide you through all the steps in naturally healing from a rotator cuff tendon tear. Hey, like this video if you thought it was helpful. Please subscribe to our channel and turn on our notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of the helpful videos that we post each and every week. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.